Evcol.
The Informant by Richard Bates.
Yeah, Warren, you coming tonight, son? We still got that little bit of business to take care of? Or had you forgotten?
Well, yeah, it's raining now, isn't it? Maybe next week?
No, son, no, you're not chucking this one. Because if you do, you're going to be down the road for a long stretch. And that would be the end of something very beautiful, wouldn't it?
Oh, come on, Sarge, don't start with that.
Yeah, well, you know what they do to grasses in the shovel.
Yeah.
Good lad. Terrific. See you about 9. And mine's the old gold watch when you get here. Oi, Kate. Put another one in here, love. So, you can leave the bottle with me. You took your time, you stinking little grass. There's something wrong with your kettle, son. It's a 1:15.
Oh, leave it out, Sarge. You seen the Cynthia out there? And the 8 got snarled in traffic, didn't it?
Rain will be the least of your worries if you don't stop the rabbit and come across. Oh, well, mine's a treble if you're going.
Yeah, that's strong in it a bit.
What is?
You have to pay for your drinks when you're not law, you know.
Oh, shut up, moaning. That's the trouble with your working classes these days. Moaning slags. See me? I'm one of your yuppies. Ditch the flannelette for a nice whistle and some pricey 1s and 2s off a department store up west. Now then, your ear's lower to the ground than mine nowadays. So, you were going to mumble sweet nothings in Michelle like about a blagging that's going down.
Was I, Sarge? I can't say I recall.
Well, that's what you said on the trumpet. When you called me at the nick this afternoon.
All right, keep your voice down. Christ's sake, we don't need anyone else here, Wiggin.
You've had your snout sniffing around in the dirt, and I want to know whose scent it's picked up. That's all I'm asking for.
Well, seeing as how you've asked, you know there's this jeweller's on Ada Street.
No.
Old Man Jelly.
He's not of my personal acquaintance, as you might say.
Well, word is something very wicked's gonna happen to his shop on Tuesday.
Oh, no, that's a crying shame, Warren. My strawberry bleeds for the poor old sod. But you said you had something for me on McMahon.
Shh! Don't even breathe that name in here.
You know, I like you, son. I wouldn't be here otherwise. But I think you've got Felicity Arkwright for me. You're just sticking up names that I could pick up on half the pubs down the commercial road. Now you're wasting my valuable with this load of dirt.
Honest, Mr. Dixon, would I do that to you? We've been at this too long for me to do that to you. Come on, we got a good thing going, haven't we?
Say for a moment I believe you. I want to know how Terry, of our mutual acquaintance, connects to this cut-price Shylock on Ada Street.
Oh, this is heavy, man.
Oh, cut the axe, son. Get to the bit where the fat lady sings, or where the grass proves his worth.
Honest, man, I didn't come here to turn in one of London's most feared, did I?
All right. I get the picture, Warren. This is a big nugget of gold you're handing me, on a silver server. Oh, you want me to romance it out of you? To sweet-talk you? To whisper sweet nothings in your shell like a brass on an all-nighter? Well, it ain't going to happen. All right? I said, all right?
All right, OK, man.
And if you call me man one more time, you're not on your grubby manner in Notting Hill now, Sunday.
Yeah.
It's time to come across, Sonny. I've got a big pile, this high, of unsolves on my desk, and some of them already fit your form nicely.
OK.
Oh, I seem to have finished my last little libation, Warren. Before we trim the grass, I need another. My glass is empty, you stupid little Burke.
Another?
Yes, Warren, another gold watch, if you please.
Well, don't seem right, me buying all the drinks when what I'm giving you could get you a promotion. And all the earners that go with it.
I think of it as a tax you're happy to pay on what you're about to earn.
Yeah, talking of that, I still haven't had the full strength on the last job I put your way, Mr. Dixon.
My insurance company cut the snitch's whack. Not down to me. Some you cop, some you lose. And you're going to cop something very unfortunate if you don't get your April to the ramp.
All right, Sarge.
Oh, top-notch, Warren. Glengrass 88. The finest vintage they made, I hear.
How'd you make with those faces I stuck up to you last week, then, eh?
Not bad for a starter. You earned your keep. Now, tell me a tale of Terry Mack.
Well, it's all hearsay at the moment, you know?
No, son. I don't know.
Well, see, the thing is, there's a lot of ifs and maybes, right? Word is, the job on Ada Street is to fund a much bigger blag, see? Till ain't got the kind of dosh he needs to put together a larger operation, so he's doing a nice easy one to get the readies together for the main event.
All right. I'm listening.
Well, fella I drink with on and off, more off than on since this job's been in the mix, has been asked by one of Tell's contractors to draw up the perfect getaway after they do the tom.
Yeah, well, does this wheelman have a name then?
Oh, you can't ask me to give you him and all. Not my style to squeal on the little guy anyways. You know that, Gov. Anyway, it's not wheels. Listen, he's got this bubble mate who lives direct behind the tom merchant on the next street, right? Rode him in for a percentage, you see. Well, they blag the tom and go straight through the back into his drum, sit out the heat and move it on later. Sweet as a nut.
All right. If you're not going to give me the draftsman, does this amenable bubble have a name?
Oh, I'm no good with Greek names.
You still don't bother getting the English ones right. I might, just might, be able to swing it to drop your draftsman out of it. But the bubble's got to go.
Well, I just hope I don't get eat my end on account of you lifting the geezer my mate told me about.
Yeah, what's a stretch for receiving between friends? Couple of years? Do 1 year in stir, 1 year out. If he's got a clean slate, chances are the judge will suspend it.
Oh, nice. I don't think he'll go a bundle on his liberty being, what's the word?
Curtailed? Look, we need to cut to the chase now. I need the full strength right now, or no more little jobs are coming your way. Ever.
All right.
And I can feel my caseload of unsolves lightening as we fit a frame around your pretty boat.
Well, the Tom on Ada Street is going for a walk Wednesday lunch. Broad daylight. Geezer still does half-day closing, so plan is they catch him on the way out. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, from your nameless drinking china, I know. No need to labour it, son. Are you in it?
In what, Mr. Dixon?
Don't pull the wool, son. Are you or are you not in on the Ada Street job?
No, Sarge.
God's honest.
God's honest, Mr. D.
I ask because small-timers like you have been known to get greedy and do the job and then try and cop the insurance reward to ice their cake, if you will.
Oh, now, would I do a thing like that to you, Mr. Dixon, eh? Treat you like that, I mean.
No, you're whiter than white, ain't you, Tinkerbell?
Oh, I wouldn't do that to you, Mr. Dixon.
So, what kind of wickedness are we talking, For the main event, I mean.
Not sure I follow you, Sarge.
You know.
Well, you know our friend Tell has been moving out a petty...
Yeah, and into the First Division, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I hear he's going into business supplying, what's the word they use? Certain commodities, commodities they can't get legit to those ponces and flash whistles in the city of London these days.
Careful, my son. You're talking to one such whistle now. Are we talking braces and brasses?
No, not braces or brasses. Can you see Tell running a knocking shop?
Perhaps not. Maybe a tasty little clip joint. That's more his mark.
Well, it's naught to do with Tart, Sarge. Word is he's moving into substances. That's what you lot call it anyway. He might have a few on the game for all I know, though.
Oh, it is a wicked world. Go on.
Well, word is he's been muscling in on the Johnson turf down Aldgate and up Whitechapel.
I thought it was all import down there now. That's more customs and excise. But if you're right and a local team is moving in for a turf war, our brothers in arms in the city constabulary won't know what's spilt their tea.
Yeah, Tell's really ground some brass bollocks of late.
He's moving with the times, son, that's all. Bottom's falling out, the old games.
You got a pension then, Sarge? They got to be putting you out soon.
Don't get lemon, lowlife. You forget I got a file on you in my office. All the TICs, all the times the evidence had a walk, all the payments from the fund, not to mention several insurance companies. It don't make pretty reading, and it could so easily slip into the wrong hands any time.
Aye, Mr. Dixon, you wouldn't do that.
And I'm not just talking about our great organs of justice, Warren. I'm talking about villains, hard villains with long memories getting their Germans on it. All those years while they were working abroad on the Isle of Wight, thinking about who grassed them and what they were going to do to that filthy grass when they get their liberty. Yeah, think about it, Warren, but not too hard.
All right. Here, the sort behind the ramps waving at you.
That's Kay. Don't you be calling her a salt. Come in, love.
Must be an important call.
Oh, you mind your own beeswax. You can get me another gold while I'm on the blower.
Only had I, Commissioner.
Up yours, our Commissioner.
Look, I need a few guarantees before I can go any further, all right?
Oh, yes, son. You've gone quite a long way as it is.
Yeah, Mr. Dixon. First, I need you to drop me out of the Blag on Ada Street.
So you are in it?
No, did I say that? Look, I feel, seeing as how this is a big one, I'm owed a little bonus.
Do I look like Brucey to you?
Oh.
I ain't got the chin for one thing.
Oh, come on, be fair, Mr. D.
One thing I always am in our dealings is fair, Warren. I'm being fair and I'm getting bored. What do you want then?
My file. You owe it me. The file you keep on me, amongst your other special friends, Sarge.
Ah, you think it's worth that, do you?
Yeah, I do. Well, I think it's worth at least a little consideration, don't you? Listen, I'm going to have to go away for a while after giving you this one.
And you want some spending money for your jollies, huh? Tell me, what kind of consideration do you think Tell McMahon would give you?
Oh, you can't keep putting that one on me, Mr. D. It's not fair.
I'll tell you what's fair, Peaches, is you giving me the gen that puts a nasty slag like Tell McMahon in the shovel where he belongs. For good!
All right, well, that's all I got for now, innit? Look, I got a meeting where they should cut me into more of it tomorrow. Can't be seen asking too many questions now, can I?
Don't forget your luncheon vouchers then, Warren. I'll be on the Circle Line around 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'll expect you to join me as I get to Aldgate like the usual. That should give you enough time to spin 'em off and meet me.
All right, Mr. Dixon. I'll see you then.
This was an Evcol Entertainment Clockwork Digital Studios original production, a part of the On Another Wavelength audio anthology series. Featuring the voice talents of Will Harrison-Wallace and Mitch Howell. Written by Richard Bates. Directed and produced by Simon James Collier. Co-directed by Samantha Boffin. Series created and co-produced by Adam Dechanel. Soundscape design, Zachary Elliott-Hatton. Directed by Rain, by Richard Bates.
Hey, you guys. I'm stoked to see you in person in the Lunacy production office today. I've missed our movie-making ideation session so much in the last year. And now we're back, face to face. The team of dreams, getting our creativity on and stirring our juices together. You know that old British meme, what's for you won't pass you by? I love that. It reminds me why we're all here. Still buddies, still making movies.
Yeah, well, while you stitch that on a cushion, shall I go and set up the Zoom meeting for the others joining us?
Yeah, sure thing, Cheryl. David, I hope you've got a handful of concepts for our next movie.
Oh, God, have I got a doozy for you, David. I've been catching a lot of the hot movies of the year, and you're gonna love this.
Oh, for sure.
You know Village Roadshow have rebooted The Matrix, right?
Yeah.
So, we make The Indice.
I like it, David. Like a Matrix, but different.
Gee, thanks, David. I liked it as soon as I thought of it.
Yeah, let me guess. It has all the marketing of The Matrix and none of the royalty points. Have you forgotten that time 4 studios got it on to bring an infringement action against us?
Hold the thought juice, people. We need to get this meeting online and in gear. Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Can all of you on Zoom hear me? That's good. So, David Grimaldi is here. Give the kids a wave, David.
Hey, I got some neat concepts for you that are gonna blow your minds.
David, buddy, save the thought juice for the brainstorming session.
And, of course, it wouldn't be a Project Untitled meeting without our matriarch and patriarch, David Mark Pratt.
Oh, yeah. It's the Prattmeister coming at you from the home of cinema that is the Lunacy office in Venice, California.
And I'm Cheryl D. for Dollar, Rain. Online with us today, we have Eric and Taylor on storyboard and script, Matheson on design, and Todd, hot to scout locations.
Cool beans. Prattmeister at the controls. Let's get this baby rolling. All right, we need our next picture. We at Lunacy are turning out 10 to 15 films a year, and we are on a roll. Let me tell you that The Wasp, my idea for the now retelling of The Fly, where a man called Dude gets trapped in his porch with a wasp that was drinking Kool-Aid left by his sister's kids for so long that he built a teleporter from garden furniture and a B-stock laptop, got his DNA mixed up with the wasp, and became a mutant that ran rampage for 7 hours on the streets of downtown L.A.
Oh my God, I never want to see that amount of uncooked mincemeat on set ever again.
The point is, Cheryl, that picture was syndicated for online streaming and made us money to make the next movie, Guantanamo Now. Money to keep us moving. Money to keep Lunacy at the forefront of people's minds.
Right. And don't forget my concept that turned a buck on a dime, Illegal Alien versus Predator.
Oh, who could forget that? A documentary-style Blair Witch stalking the Juarez-Lincoln Bridge. You sure did great with that one, Grimmeister.
Those films are made, though. Eric and I need something to storyboard now. Word in Culver City is we're tipped to take over the asylum.
Oh, yeah, baby. We're gonna 86 their asses.
The point is, the last 3 releases were fresh out of my head. And I'm spent. An exhausted, barren Kansas wheat field, plundered of my ideation vitamins. I need to lie fallow and regain idea nourishment while you guys take up the slack for me. Now, my buddy David here, the Grimmeister, has an idea he's burning to...
Oh my God, I just noticed. Cheryl's Zoom name looks like Cheryl Drain.
No, honey. It's Cheryl D. or Rain. As in, directed by Rain.
Yeah, I know that. It just looks kind of...
She's got a point, Cheryl.
Oh my God, now Eric's noticed it too.
Do you folks remember that actor who was in our early movies? Before you joined us, Taylor. Erica Victoria Short.
Oh, God, her, whose equity name was Erica V. Short.
Oh my god, as in very short. That's so funny.
And she was 4'11". Canyon Peaks had to walk round her in a trench when she was playing Duffy the Zombie Slayer back in 2005.
Oh, I love that. I want to rent it.
Taylor, we love all your Gen Z college grad kooky genius, but can we confine it to your writing and move on from Erica's V unfortunate name? Yeah, today we need to firm on an idea and then get talking directors. We need to find our piranha.
Our Lake Placid.
Our Sharknado.
Hey, what about my concept, the Indice? It's pretty neat, huh? With the Matrix being so now is all.
David, buddy, it is, and I like it.
Yeah, it's a problematic title, though. People would call it the Indice, and only math grads would get the play on words.
Well, you got it. I didn't know you were a math grad, Cheryl. It hits the high-tech sci-fi button so goddamn hard. The Indice is a secret agent who accidentally becomes a superhero. Instead of going online, he uses a calculator.
Yeah, I'm not sure our target audience, the man, would get it.
I mean, David, if you were waking from a sedative coma at 4 a.m., would you watch it?
Well, I mean, I guess it needs some working up, but I think it's strong. It's in the great lineage of Lunacy's great films made on a budget.
So, how's about we think more about something maybe animal-themed?
Mutant animals. Zombie animals. Feeding on animals attacking the human species.
Oh, we've done so much of that already. We put snakes just about everywhere they could conceivably have gotten put.
On a bus, on a boxcar, on a station wagon.
On a bike.
They'd fall off.
What about a return to trad horror?
Halloween 1 through 30 styling.
No, this is not it at all, people. Cheryl, you're not on development money for a big studio now. We can't spend the next 5 years jerking off over an idea and buy the lease on a condo with what we got paid to do it. Let's go back to our roots and think about who we make these films for.
Yeah, well, I'd sooner not picture that guy for too long.
The man! He's in his late 40s or 50s. He grew up watching the horror classics. He's probably maxed out most of the content on the big streaming providers. He's looking for a new thrill, a big thrill, a movie in the style he loves but has never seen before. That will keep him on the edge of his mattress till dawn.
Eric says you're funny.
Oh, well, thank you, Eric. Oh, I see. I didn't mean that. No, we need a picture that can spawn a new series of pictures, a seam of gold Lunacy can mine for the next 5 or 6 years.
Eric just said this super cool idea. Beetle cane. Totally inspired by what you just said. It's not sharks, it's beetles, it's not a tornado, it's a hurricane.
It sounds like Beetlejuice.
No, that's a good thing. Think how many people will accidentally stream our movie instead. They only have to watch 30 seconds for it to count as a rating, remember?
And the guys at Cottage Industry got 5 Whale-nado pictures out of 1 meth trip.
Now that's value I can work with.
Going back to my high-tech theme, what about a robot?
Go on.
Well, they can be pretty mad and pretty pissed.
Yeah, I'm liking this. Destruction is always good for ratings.
Exactly. I mean, take a look at anime. Tokyo has been wiped out in like every anime movie.
And the CGI doesn't need to be expensive.
It won't be.
Mm-hmm. Just like the Terminator. A robot with a mission, but its hard disk gets corrupted with a virus.
Like COVID-19.
Well, no, not really. It starts to attack the civilization that made it.
I literally cannot wait for a COVID-19 musical to play Pasadena.
Oh, God.
Any copyright issues, Cheryl? A few years ago, we were sued 3 times in 3 years, so I'd like to nix anything before it starts this time.
Honestly, it is so overcooked a genre now. I can't see us running into any intellectual property issues. With the day the Earth temporarily paused, it was readily identifiable branding. And that's fixable with title. With Battleboat, it was plotline too similar to Battleship, and with Build-Out on the Bobbits, it was 4 of the major studios, who, at the time, were co-producing another J.R.R. Tolkien film, gang-banging to claim we were riding shotgun on their very expensive publicity.
Who needs another goddamn dildo horror movie anyways?
Big studios who've run out of ideas do. Yeah, okay, so let's say, for argument, we go with the Grimmeister's idea for a robo-movie. What is the robot programmed to do? Who programmed it? And what goes wrong? We need the 3 S's: sex, suspense, and CGI. Can you and Eric give us that, Taylor?
I guess we can. It's going to be hard to be original, but...
Oh, honey, it must at all expense not be original. Audiences don't want original. The man does not want original. No damn body wants original. What they want is a new lick of gloss on something they've seen 1,000 times before. Look at Pixar and Marvel, for Christ's sakes. Franchise is just another word for same shit, different decade.
Eric and Taylor, can you storyboard something for us? I want excitement. I want suspense.
You want a miracle.
I want a story so good, I'm gonna take it for a drive up, PCH on a date, get it drunk on cocktails, and bang its brains out in a motel chalet.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
I forgot to tell you guys.
What is it?
I had this epic idea.
What is it?
I was scissoring my girlfriend last week,
Oh,
and I had this
God.
amazing idea for a movie. It's a compact thriller, but with a twist. It's epic. It's called Bushfire. And instead of the usual heteronormative, cliched, misogynistic, douchebag, dropout, straight white guys who can't get a hard-on, so go on a killing spree, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that stuff is so pale, male, and stale.
It's a psychosexual thriller about lesbians in the Rust Belt.
Taylor, I might be able to convince the good folks, our viewers, to watch our snake picture Rattlers in an RV. I might be able to get the man to sit through Oedipus Has Fallen, an action movie about eco-terrorists blowing up Camp David. But how in heck's name do you expect me to find an audience for a sexual thriller called Bushfire?
I mean, the girls start fires that no one can put out and everything.
Mental attitude. Positive mental attitude. Everything happens for a reason. Do what you love. Love what you do. The world comes to he who waits.
Hey, perhaps now would be a good time to come back to my idea.
I think so, yeah. Now let's work it up a bit and see what we get. Taylor and Eric, I need you to make a 2-page treatment for our robo picture. Is 4 days enough?
Sure.
Cheryl, can you do me a budget for the usual mills based on that treatment? And I'll go to the money.
What about a director?
Well, Towers Trump has been bugging me for ages about coming under our umbrella.
The only person in Hollywood to change their name to Trump. I don't think so.
Not the kind of publicity we need.
It's all good, don't forget, Cheryl. As long as folks are talking about us, it doesn't matter what they're saying.
We need someone reliable. Someone we know can turn this Walmart frozen turkey into a Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings.
I heard several of Dick Van Dyke's grandkids are kicking their heels about now.
Well, CBS did cancel Diagnosis Murder some years ago now. Oh, I love that show. It must be hard to find employment for them all. Hey, have you met Sherwood Platt Van Dyke?
Isn't that a Lincoln from the noughties?
Perhaps, but the point is we need that class of Hollywood royalty.
Yeah, David, I totally agree. It'll make the man put his beer down at 2 a.m. and say, "Hey, I know that name. This latest release by Lunacy might just give my insomnia some meaning."
Nobody gives a rip about the director on straight-to-streaming movies. You might as well be the musical supervisor.
But hey, come on now. A bad director can make a movie pretty bad.
Now, my buck says we should spend it on an actor. We already have 2 experienced directors in-house.
Eric says bring back Erica V. Short.
Yeah, but I haven't got the time these days. Back then, when we were 3 friends in my pop's hobby room, eating Doritos and dreaming all day, making films on the money that Stick Shift Dick gave me from his chain of used auto garages up and down the West Coast that he wanted to divert from the IRS.
Oh, good days.
I agree, David. You're far too busy producing now to take on directing as well. So, who else do we already know?
Who's sitting right here and isn't me?
Who could take on this important but thankless burden?
Yeah, who could stand up to directing The Extinguisher? An apple pie of a movie about a robot on a destructive mission, but who finds a human soul on a memory stick and ultimately shows compassion to a little girl and her puppy, and lives out the rest of his days in Orange County contributing to society.
Oh, what? This has got to be...
Directed by Rain.
This was an Evcol Entertainment Clockwork Digital Studios original production, a part of the On Another Wavelength audio anthology series, featuring the voice talents of Samantha Boffin, Will Harrison-Wallace, and Mitch Howell, written by Richard Bates, directed and produced by Simon James Collier, series created and co-produced by Adam Dechanel. Soundscape design, Zachary Elliott-Hatton.
Evcol.
The Speechwriter by Richard Bates.
Oh, that was last year's conference. Bloody hell, I don't think my liver can take a repeat of that. Huh? Oh no, Ed, I wasn't revisiting the PM's performance of last year's speech, as you so sardonically phrase it. That was me reliving the hangover from the night after our dear leader's victory speech. Yes, Il Duce. Listen, mate, you'd better not let him hear you call him that, though. Although, to be fair, you're not likely to get the chance to say it to his face in work and pensions, are you? Oh, come on now, Ed. Why am I being such a wet? Well, this government has done what no other government has achieved in modern history, Ed. I mean, think about it. We have solved every problem in the country. Not even your favourite and seemingly imminently quotable Baroness Thatcher achieved that, now did she? Even with her army of dries. I think that deserves more than a moment's self-congratulation, don't you? Yes, Edward, that's correct. Listen, there is not one homeless person on any street in any city in the UK. No one is hungry, there are no children living in poverty, the health service is functioning to 100% of its capacity, and the American shareholders are delighted with its performance. Furthermore, opinion polls are showing 100% support for this government, and Il Duce's personal approval rating is the highest of any Prime Minister since Clement Attlee was elected in 1945. Oh, you cheeky devil. Yes, he did play for the other team, didn't he? As you so colourfully put it, Edward. Oi, listen now, you can't say things like that anymore, you know, even if you do mean the opposition. Well, actually, I suppose you can now, as there's no need for an opposition now this conformative government has fixed up the good old writer's reign on your holidays, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Oh, no. Now you listen here. Your civil service cynicism won't drag me down to your level, Ed. We, the government, the party machine, have cracked what you in the civil service couldn't in hundreds of years. Yes, Ed, I hear you when you say it might not be a very United Kingdom for long. That was true, once. But our From Brexit to Breakfast campaign has changed all that. Listen, I'm going now, Ed. Ed, mate, I have to go. Edward, I'm going to have to put the phone down on you now. Yes, I leave you to count your beans, lad. Some of us have got a country to administer, after all. So, where was I? Ah, yes, the PM's speech. Now, what have we got here? So, the Whip's office wants the PM to show an authoritarian line, to cut a figure the average British subjugate, educated at His Majesty's pleasure, can look up to and respect. Someone who tells him or her or them or they what are the right and proper opinions to hold. Now, the PM himself wants to put himself across as the father of the nation, a latter-day Duke of Wellington of sorts. Of course, it's the Prime Ministerial wives who are really shaping policy. Oh yes, and then there's the media. Now they really are just begging for a crumb, which is how we want them, let's face it. But since leak inquiries have been rendered 100% effective at catching the culprit, absolutely no one in government is willing to give them even a morsel of sedition. Oh, and then there's the cabinet. Yes, that hornet's nest of prep school hormones. I think in spite of their divergent positions on who the next Duce should be, they can agree they'd like the PM to stay as long as possible. Well, now let's see. How can we start this now? Come on now, William, get those thinky-bobs going up there. Right. Well, I do think we need to start with a welcome for the PM. The kind of entrance that gets the faithful to their feet, yes. Okay, let's see. There we are. Okay, that should get us started. Jesus Christ, I'll have to prime the party officials with the sticks for those who don't stand to give the PM his ovation. Well, that should see us through the first 3 minutes or so anyway. But it's extraordinary. This year, for the first year ever, there are no new achievements or policies for the PM to even talk about, because we fixed everything last year. So what on earth is he bloody going to say? Ah, yes. No, that's no good. We said that all at the last conference. Statistics. Yes, the British public loves statistics. Ed, it's me again. Will at Party HQ, mate. Yes, that's right. Still at it. Now, mate, listen to me carefully. What I need are some facts and figs to flavour this speech I'm cooking up for the PM at Party Conference. You see, strictly off the record, Ed, we haven't actually achieved anything this year, you see, because there's nothing left to achieve and life in Britain is perfect. So what I'm thinking is perhaps we can give the people some factolinos, to illustrate just how lucky they've been to have a decade of conformative government. Yes, Ed, I think they are lucky to have us in power. Yes. Oh, come on now, Edward. Don't you play hard to get with me. What do you have at your fingertips to make our great leader look his best, No, Ed, not a haircut. Jesus. Okay. Yes, Ed, I'm ready. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Okay. This year's growth in the economy is 8.7%. Inflation is perfectly balanced with interest rates both at a harmonious 0.5%. Gosh, that's really very good indeed. Might overshadow the Chancellor a bit, but his loyalty to the PM is unquestionable now, I suppose. Yes, Edward, that's correct. Since one of the PM's wives dictated that disloyalty to the PM or the Green Agenda is punishable by death, there is very little chance of the Chancellor stepping out of line, don't you think? Oh, Ed, you devil. Listen now, mate. I want to keep this speech positive, though. All carrot and dress the stick up as a carrot, too. You know the sort of thing I mean. Listen, mate, have we got anything a bit more exciting? Good, yes, the Brexit dividend. Currently standing at 278%. Oh, that is good. You know the electorate get their trickle-down dividend too, so everyone's a winner. No, not just the party donors, Edward. It turns out that telling our neighbours to F off does indeed make them come back to us. Begging to buy our finest in the world's selection of cheeses, you might say. You know, even a Japanese food consortium have ordered a tanker full of our finest Stilton. Well, you know, to go along with the whiskey imports. I'll tell you, that alone will save the PM's wives from having to shop at John Lewis. Yes, Ed, that is an achievement the whole nation can be proud of. Oh, Ed, of course, the success of national education policy. How could I even forget about that? Oh, you are on fire today, mate. Listen, you know it's been 19 months since Eton College took over the supervision of the national curriculum, and we can say it's been a total success. Everyone has achieved A-stars in GCSE Maths and English since we made them easy enough. Praiseworthy indeed, I should say. Do you not think so, Ed? School truancy is now at the never-before-seen level of 0%. Right, okay, let's get that in. Since the Home Secretary legalised hunting children with dogs when they are found outside of school during teaching hours, the problem has pretty much been eradicated. Oh yes, of course! The National Speak Latin Day has indeed been a great success. Good point well made, Ed. Oh, mate, you are just a mine of ideativity today, aren't you? I could kiss you if you were here right now. All right, it's just a figure of speech, mate. Calm yourself down now. Let's stay on track, shall we? Now, I think we can say the Loquia Latinum initiative is the greatest triumph in education policy making since Baroness Thatcher abolished O-levels. Huh? Latino loquendo? No, Ed. Oh, because it's not a gerundive of obligation, that's why. Listen, mate, people in Britain learn Latin because they want to, not because they are compelled. Oh, really? Well, Polo ad astra to you too, my friend. Listen, that reminds me, when... Oh, shit. Sorry, Ed. Call you back, yeah? My wife is on the other line. Stephanie, hello, darling. Is everything all right? Yes, I know it's the statutory intercourse hour which is allotted to all conformative party staff. Even party functionaries get to... Well, Darling, I'm busy writing the PM speech for party conference. Don't forget it's a great honour and could mean promotions untold, you know. Yes. But darling... Stephanie, Steph... Yes, of course, sweetheart, I know the PM himself never misses it. Several of the wives, yes, and sometimes a diary secretary are called into action in that hour. Yes, I know, darling. I actually think it's a bit sexist, if I'm honest with you. No, darling, it's nothing to do with not having the PM's stamina. No, it's not. I'm not making an excuse. Listen, sweetheart, I'll make up the hour later, You should just be glad the law permits polygamy only to party staff of the PM's rank and above. No, I'm sorry, that's not funny, I know. Listen, darling, I have to finish this now and put my face into the lockdown anniversary party at number 10. I will. Yes. No, I haven't forgotten. I will. Consider it done, Mwah. Jesus Christ, where the fucking hell was I? With all these bloody interruptions, it'll be a miracle if I have anything for the PM to say in his speech to conference at all. Okay, now, old boy, you can do this. Concentrate. Oh, shit. Ed? Yes, me again, mate. Sorry to keep bothering you like this. Oh, tell me about it. Listen, it's going to be a miracle if I get anything done either. Yes. Listen, mate, do you have anything juicelicious on social policy? I feel like at least 2 of the PM's wives have issued policies on social equality this year, but the thing is I haven't got the specifics at my fingertips. You know what I mean? Yes, Ed, I don't think we can use Saskia's policy about pet owners paying a carbon offset levy for every gaseous emission their pet lets loose. Do you? Yes, that's right. Listen, Ed, stop it. Listen, I'd rather keep the PM off the subject of racial diversity if we can. I think gender might be safer. After all, the PM does love his women, doesn't he? Yes, Ed, I don't really think we could offer an afternoon at the Dorchester with the PM as a prize on the conference tombola now, do you? Listen, mate, do we have anything on how many genders there are this year? Oh, shit, sorry, Ed, I've got to go. The Chief Whip is calling my mobile. Hello, Sir Andrew. Well, good afternoon to you too. It's... Oh, right. Oh, okay. No, I haven't heard anything like that. Where are you getting this from? Guillermo Talks, the political blogger. Well, you know what we say about bloggers, Sir Andrew. One step above the primordial soup. Not exactly the joke I was going for, but as ever, your wise Chief Whip... My apologies, sir. No, you are quite right, it's no joke. So, who is about to challenge the PM? Gavin Gavinson? Sorry, sir. But, Sir Andrew, are we really talking Dartford's answer to David Davis here? This is the same man whose Wikipedia page says he was in a tribute act called Van Ghoulies in 1987, challenging the PM? Okay, we are I see. Yes. Yes, of course. Yes, I'll find out what I can. Right away, Sir Andrew. Ed, mate, drop everything you're doing on the speech this instant. If we don't sort out what's just about to happen, me and possibly the PM won't last long enough to even see party conference. Now, just shut up and listen, Ed. What does your snout for trouble on the horizon give you about Gavin Gavinson? Yes, I know who he is. Word is he's going to challenge the PM for leadership. Yes, that was my reaction too, but this has come from the Chief Whip. Yes, Ed, I know he says in every interview he used to be a milkman, but people seem to like him. And since the PM abolished the 1973 committee, it only takes someone with the guts to do it to challenge for leadership. What? What does that have to do with anything? Oh, yes, I know that was an unforeseen byproduct, but listen, I don't think the PM foresaw any little shits on the back benches, Ed, who were going to face him down after he brought the greatest harmony the UK has known since the reign of Edward the Confessor, do you? Yeah. Yes. Well, then what? Yes, I know that, but... Jesus fucking Christ. Listen, Ed... Mate, just shut up for a second, okay, will you? I've got to go. I'll call you back. You're not going to bloody believe this, but the Right Honourable Gavin Gavinson MP has just walked into my office. Oh, what can I do for you, Gavin? This was an Evcol Entertainment Clockwork Digital Studios original production. A part of the On Another Wavelength audio anthology series, featuring the voice talent of Mitch Howell, written by Richard Bates, directed and produced by Simon James Collier, series created and co-produced by Adam Dechanel, soundscape design by Zachary Elliott-Hatton.
Evcol.
The Awakening by Richard Bates. Yes, Edward, it is a very good thing I didn't cross the floor, so to speak. And what's that? The leader of the opposition? Sir Greer Gelding? Oh, he did for the opposition what Harold Shipman did for your friendly local GP. Or yes, the last PM's visit to the late Queen. No, nothing like that at all, Edward. Oh, Edward, you are so critical. Of course, I've never been polluted with civil service cynicism myself. Edward, I don't think comparing our dear leader, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, is... Oh, yes, soon to leave, yes, I know, but listen to me. I don't think comparing El Duce's success to COVID-19 in a care home would do anything to burnish the image of the civil service if it was reproduced in print. Do you? No, of course you weren't saying anything, Ed. When does the civil service ever say anything? Some might say do anything for that matter. Anyway, Ed, much as I'd love to chew the fat with you all day, I have to work up this new woke policy for number 10. Apparently, woke is back. In a big way. No, not just another excuse for another tax. All right, I'll leave you and our government servants. No, the word slave is banned now, I know. Yes, anyway, Ed, TTFN and all that. Go and do some work, eh? Right. Morning, Polly May. I hope you're ready for another day at the government's great mill. You know we've got to get started on fleshing out the PM's woke policy today.
Morning, Will. You mean the Cultural Awareness and Sensitivities Bill?
Yes, I do mean that. Of course, it's only a white paper at the moment.
They changed the name for that last autumn, didn't you know? Will, it is now a criminal offence to say the word white, even in the context of paper.
Britain's colonial past and all that then. Is that permissible?
Well, it chimes better to modern, alert and informed ears. You know, since the PM had dinner with Patrice Colors on the last visit to Washington to see President Brandon in his care home, she has realised just what a hideously racist, misogynistic, anti-disestablishmentarian and dysfunctional society Britain is. All our wealth built on sickening acts of colonial tyranny.
Oh gosh, Polly May, it's hard now for even us millennials to keep up with what is the right and proper thing to say these days.
It's just something I heard on the BBC recently.
Have you done your daily government oath yet?
Oh no, I forgot.
Well, you just go ahead and do it now then, and we'll say you did it when you arrived in the office, and I'll tick the digital box to say you've done today's in person. The main text over there on the wall, in case you'd forgotten. Just add your personal family sins as appropriate.
Oh, right, yes. I vow to apologise and atone for any time I offend anybody this day, and every day past and still to come. I apologise on behalf of my ancestors and people I never knew for things I don't condone, and I especially apologise that my great-grandfather didn't recognise or care enough about someone conflicted in their sexuality on the number 19 bus in 1967. He should have offered them his seat and his lifelong care and empathy. It was wrong, he did not. And now I shall forever atone for him.
Well done. Now let's get down to even more mundane matters than your late great-grandfather. Polly May, our Prime Minister has asked us to outline in a, parliamentary paper how we can turn people's sensibilities, now they've been tuned to minority injustice, into hard cash flowing into the exchequer.
And how we're going to sell it to the public and still be re-elected.
That too. You know, I feel that may end up being the more challenging part of the brief.
Well, Prime Minister Horace has asked us to quietly submit a short list of names of suitable ministers to introduce the policy.
Are we agreed the PM herself probably shouldn't launch it?
Oh, definitely. Can you just imagine it? Elaine Horries, formerly HM Government Minister for Football and Theatre, ally of Shagger Thompson to the bitter end, and who was rumoured to have thought up the government policy of culling the long-term unemployed and those who earn £35,000 or less per annum. Can you imagine how it would look if she launched this government's policy on cultural awareness and sensitivity? At least she didn't go to Eton or have relations with a pig at Oxford.
Touché, Polly May, touché.
Perhaps we should just hand it to Sir Greer Gelding and the opposition.
Don't even joke about such things. Dame Horries has made it clear that anyone found to have leaked any government documents will be barred from all 17 of the state-subsidised restaurants in the house and have to buy their own food on the same economic terms as the rest of the population.
She'd never get away with it. The civil service would go out on strike.
Oh God, I can't even bring myself to think about it. Look, why don't we approach it from the other end? Let's start with the key areas of policy. Now, I'll tell you something. I envy Ed at the Home Office. I really do. Civil servant who's anything but servile. True, he was only invited to one of Doris Thompson's lockdown lock-ins, but then again, you did have to be a number 10 staffer to get all the invites.
And all the fines.
Oh, Ed says they treat them like parking tickets. Just ignore them till they take you to court. Ha! And if that does happen, the Home Sec will have the Mayor of London have the Met Commissioner in the dole queue quicker than you can say Cressida Dick.
I hate to interrupt you when you're in full flow, Will, but should we not be making a start on these policies? Otherwise, we'll end up chatting all morning and spending the afternoon in the bar of the Dangling Grapes. Just like usual.
Yes, you're quite right. But are you right on? Remind me, Polly May, what are the objectives of this parliamentary paper?
Prima facie, it's to promote social cohesion by raising awareness of social injustice and redress historical wrongs by imposing artificial restrictions on achievements for those deemed under the terms of the new Act to be privileged. Subject to review by a panel of academics at the London School of Economics, SOAS and Oxford University, this list will begin by including anyone white, male, heterosexual, and over the age of 40. Women who are not deemed to be feminist under the terms of the new Act will also be tested to see if a 6-week residential course at the Social Re-Education Centre is required.
Okay. And what is the real purpose for this Act? Because this is going to take more than 2 bottles of claret for every peer in the Lords at lunch for this to be voted through. You know that, don't you?
I think the new PM really wants to mark a change from the old regime, to make an end of intolerance and bring in a decency in public and national life that's inspired by Nancy Pelosi.
Right, give me a moment. Oh, come on, you daft sod, answer the... Edward! It's me again, mate. Yes, you knew I'd be back, didn't you? All right, look, mate. Listen, can you give me a download on this new social awareness bill I'm working on? We know what the declared intention is, but to write a policy draft that takes us in the right direction, it would be useful to know what the bill is trying to achieve in reality. Uh-huh. Right, yeah. It's a tool. All forms of protest will eventually be punishable under the resulting articles of law. Right. Distraction. Hang on a minute. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yes, I suppose they will. You mean in the way the government's net zero policy has nothing to do with saving the planet? Thanks, matey. Listen, I owe you a bottle next time we're at Green's Club.
Well?
Yes, you better get back to your duties as Department Ambassador for Health and Well-Being. Oh, I'm sure it is. Well, give Rajiv, the Deliveroo boy, my love too. Enjoy your chips.
So, if there is some other purpose to the bill than re-engineering society into a fairer landscape, you'd better tell me. I spent all of my Sunday afternoon and evening writing the introduction.
Oh, you won't need to change any of that. Can't have it getting out what a parliamentary bill is really designed to do, now can we?
I know I'm a bit green and I haven't been doing this as long as you have, but really I don't understand what's happening here.
Polly May, may I still call you that? Thank you. It's simple. An Act of Parliament is not designed to help ordinary people. It's designed to make the government stronger, or richer, or both. Was the introduction of tuition fees designed to make things fairer for students?
Of course it was. More choice for students.
Of course it wasn't. It was about more universities making more money, charging more fees, paying more taxes, and therefore a university education became a commodity. It had the happy bonus of retaining the selectivity of the old system by employers simply asking which university one went to rather than if one went.
But didn't that backfire? Isn't the student debt one of the biggest deficits in the UK economy?
Oh, now. You can't expect politicians to have foresight. If they were expected to take responsibility for the consequences of their policies, there'd be no politicians left in Whitehall. And anyway, they sold the debt off to the private sector. Now they can pretend it never happened. I mean, it's perfect, really, from their point of view. Here, take the privatization of the railways as another example.
A bit before my time.
Well, I wasn't in government, or even in the party then either. Michael from Health was here, I think.
Isn't the privatisation campaign credited with saving the economy from the excesses of the 1970s?
Yes, it did. But do you think it was done for the benefit of the commuting public? Of course not! Ha 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 ha! British Rail was privatised to save the government having to subsidise it anymore.
So it saved the government a lot of money. That's a good thing, isn't it?
Well, for the government and the MPs personally, yes. The removal of subsidy paid for years of MPs' pay rises. And it had the added benefit of being truly market competitive, in that MPs' families could then buy shares in the companies running the network, and sit back with a big drink in front of a log fire and watch those poor, unfortunate commuters pay over and above the full commercial rate. Everyone's a winner.
Except the commuters, of course.
Ah, I see you still have that green streak in you, Polly May. Ed and the civil service look after the country. In government, we look after our pockets. Ah, what's this?
It's the draft public leaflet, raising public awareness about the Cultural Awareness and Sensitivities Bill.
Ah, you mean the Janet and John version of the policy. Okay.
We've been asked to work up the title and 3 headings to go inside. It's to be distributed at workplaces, hospitals, and centres of transport nationally.
Wide Awoke?
I came up with that title, actually. The PM suggested Woke Up.
Well, with the standard Edinburgh Fringe 3 exclamation marks, yes. You can take the PM out of the 90s, but you can't take the 90s out of the PM. Well, I have to agree, your title is better.
I also changed the cartoon alarm clock that went with Woke Up to a rising sun behind Wide Awoke.
Ah, it looks like a cereal box.
But that's good, though. It's something people will recognise and identify with. They can still afford cereal, and it shows we are persons of the people.
Oh, and we badly need that, let me tell you. After Dominica Dumming's disastrous tough-on law and order policy backfired spectacularly at party conference.
You mean when we told the public that we were going to have doubly as tough sentencing for crime? I knew the policy double standards would be a bad idea.
Oh, disastrous semantics. Antoine, her PPS, did try to say something, but no one listened. To be fair to poor old Dominica, though, I think the title was leaked by one of those PM's wives who was jealous of her intimacy with Dominica.
Beyond just the title of the press release, I think getting people to use the new names for which the bill is going to make a legal requirement will be the hardest part for the public to swallow. There can be such a lot of inveterate bigots. Misogynistic, homophobic, biphobic, transphobic, Islamophobic.
Arachnophobic.
Oh, wait.
Anyway, we just need to get some headings down to start with.
It's just basic human decency, really. The cultural legislation isn't all that radical. It's just setting basic courtesy down in law.
What? The paper we're writing?
Why do the public find it so hard to be decent?
I don't know. I hear John Major used to ask Edwina Curry that all the time when he was PM.
You know, sometimes, Will, I wonder how committed to the cause for change you really are.
Oh, please. I'm a servant of the party. Whatever the party thinks, I think so too. In government and in opposition, I've been a committed monetarist, a compassionate humanitarian, supported lowering taxes, been in favour of raising taxes. I've advocated for minimal government. I wrote the last paper on big government sitting at the heart of society. I've been left, I've been right, and most places in between.
So you're saying as party staff, we're not allowed beliefs, we just...
Do the hokey-cokey, that's right. Polly May, you're allowed beliefs, right? But politics, and especially being in government, is not about beliefs. It's about survival, and making as much dosh as you can while you're there.
Shall we get back to the paper? It's nearly lunch.
Agreed. Right, so first let's deal with the new identities and the names that have to change.
Well, since last year, when Gwyneth Paltrow identified men as people with penises, the government has been keen to set in law what people must be called, to make it snappier for the public. Number 10 has decided your gender will appear as initials in your passport and driving licence.
I thought that was the whole point. Self-identification?
Yes, but at the moment, white men can identify themselves too, and the PM has decided that's just antiquated. It harks back to the bad old days of the last century when men were all white, all hetero, all went to pubs every night while women brought up children, all had penises.
Well, as someone who remembers the last century, I don't think that was the case. Anyway, let's save this detail for full paper when we draft it for submission to the House, eh? So, let me get this list straight. Sorry, in order. I'm not trying to other people who don't identify as straight as being bent.
It's fine, Will. I know what you mean.
Well, thank Christ for small mercies. Never mind. Now, let's see. Men are now legally required to be called people with penises. PWPs?
That's right.
Women are to be legally known as PWFs. People with... Foo-foos?
Yes, the PM thought the word vagina was too rude. She blushes every time she hears it.
I see. And what about women who've become men?
They're WWWs.
Oh yes, I found it. Women with willies. Why are they still women?
Because it allows them to identify as women without being defined by their genitals.
Oh, well, in that case, I suppose Anthony at the Treasury will identify as a camel.
What?
Well, he spits when he talks, and he always looks like he's got the hump. Oh, there's quite a few more of these here.
Oh, don't worry about them. If we're just going to put them in a list, I'll copy them over later en masse.
If you could just transpose them.
Will, you've got to stop this.
What?
You can't say the word pose. It's got the word in it. That's already been enshrined in law as being only allowed to be used in the context of gender now.
Oh, yes. I remember the almighty stink the Pope kicked up when British Catholics were no longer permitted to call it transubstantiation.
And now we must also include woke exercises in the leaflet. With the last PM throwing the fat tax in the fire, we must take this opportunity to demand the British public put down their pints and pork scratchings and start caring about their fitness and flexibility. Don't they know what a burden they are to young people?
Well, most of them have paid national insurance all their lives. Listen, we're avoiding the issue here. Why don't we put in another of your wonderful cartoon drawings in the background?
Oh, how lovely, yeah. I think it would be good for them to see cartoons of people stretching, people jumping, and a group of people over leaf bending over backwards.
Oh, that'll give a good one-glance summary. Intrate.
That's probably only Ed called in for a free coffee.
Sergeant Anderson, Constable Shah, Identity Crimes Unit. William Wilfred Whiteleaf.
No. Him.
William Wilfred Whiteleaf, you are being detained under the Proud to be British Act. Section B, Make Britain Great Again. Subsection E, defeatism. Paragraph G, cynicism.
What on earth?
You will be taken from here directly to the Government Social Awareness Re-Education Centre in Watford, where you will undertake a 6-week course called The Greatness of Great Britain.
I don't understand.
Now, do you have any belongings to take? We need to leave immediately. I gotta get to Hammersmith for 12 to arrest someone who swore on social media. So, let's hurry it up.
Oh, really, this is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Will. It's for your own good. You'll thank me one day. I'll see you when you get out. Is there anything you'd like me to do while you're away?
Finish drafting the paper!
This was an Evcol Entertainment Clockwork Digital Studios original production, a part of the On Another Wavelength audio anthology series, featuring the voice talents of Holly Gillanders and Mitch Howell, written by Richard Bates, directed and produced by Simon James Collier, series created and co-produced by Adam Dechanel, soundscape design by Charlie Braham. Evcol. Assorted Crackers by Richard Bates. Ah, here we are. This must be it. I must confess I haven't been to this particular incarnation of Beyond the Pale before. Oh, the Crown and Anchor. Still, it was a theatre out the back of the Pale pub at one time. Stockwell, wasn't it?
Yes?
Bruce, it's Rodney Cartwright.
Well, why didn't you say so? Come on up, you pommy bastard.
Now, let's see what you got for us, Facey B. Albert de Rye. Haven't seen you for ages, me old pom. Let me educate my friends. Spelt with a J. What a dingo. Thank God I'm Australian. Come in, Rodney. You going to loiter out there all night on the off chance, are you?
Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for taking the time to see me today, Bruce. I really appreciate it.
How's the head?
The head?
I heard you got a whack in the cheese and crackers as well, truth be told.
Oh, in Soho, you mean? Oh, that was months ago. Just some vile homophobes, you know the sort, who took an irrational dislike to me on sight.
You sure you didn't give them any encouragement, Rodney? Ask them whose tutu they were staring at.
No, I didn't. So, have you had a chance to look at my idea for assorted crackers? It's the natural follow-on from my successful New York show, A Taste of Fruit.
Yeah, a bit like that pommy shit I had to sit through once. A taste of honey, I think it was.
Not really. You see, Bruce, this is a one-man show. It's about me, my life, my times, treading the boards of the London Theatre at Fort Lauderdale Manor.
So, you've played in Florida too?
No, it's off Cricklewood Broadway. It's about all my experiences, my hilarious stories from half a lifetime in show business, all the way from Dress Circle to Highgate Village.
How can Beyond the Pale help you?
Well, as you may have seen already from my press release on What's on Stage last night, I'm taking my new show to Edinburgh this summer.
Aren't you a bit old for that? I thought Edinburgh Fringe was for uni kids.
Well, and seasoned professionals trying out new material. Some of the biggest names go up.
And you. Sorry.
As I was saying, I'd like to do a week's run here before I go up, and a 4-week run when I get back. Or come down from Edinburgh, as they say.
Back in Brizzy, where I come from, coming down is something you do most Sundays. Have you thought about calling it Coming Down?
No, as I say, it's already got a title. Assorted Crackers.
Yeah, a bit pommy though, isn't it?
Well, I am British, so...
Don't be a dingo all your life. Come on up. Tell me, why do you think Beyond the Pale is the right theatre for your show?
Well...
You know we focus on gay theatre here, right? We're a gay venue.
That's why I thought here would fit my show like a glove.
I'm gay, so my portfolio of gay theatre is very important to me.
I'm gay too!
All right, Rodney, curb your enthusiasm, mate. It's always been my passion to promote the underrepresented body in our theatre community.
Who's that then?
Gay men, you dingo.
Oh. You okay, Andre?
We've been waiting for you longer than Rolf Harris for his TV comeback. Come in.
Andre, this is Bruce, the artistic director of Beyond the Pale.
We've met.
Yeah, Pommy Burke. Andre worked for me when we did Boys in the Rough together, with a fucking Z, mate.
It was a gay show with a golfing theme, and a Magic Mike twist.
Let's just say they didn't keep their +4s on for long. What say Andre gets us a round of drinks from downstairs? My mouth's drier than a billabong. Tell him to put it on my tab. Brandy's all round. Sorry. Tell me again, why are we at Beyond the Pale the right venue for you and your show?
As I say, I'm looking for somewhere iconic, but also a little iconoclastic. Somewhere that doesn't just say class. I could go to the Jumping Jack Rabbit in Piccadilly Circus for that. I want Vauxhall of the 90s with just a squeeze of 2020 chic.
Yeah, we got some old tabs out the back somewhere.
Red?
Mm-hmm.
Heading in the right direction, then. Though I don't really use a set as such.
I've got to be convinced I can sell this show.
Assorted crackers.
Yeah, assorted crackers, yeah. Got to be sure I can sell it to my punters. It's got to have groan factor. Here, have a listen to this.
And until that day, I thought Cymraeg was a village in North Wales. Oh, Doctor, I think I'm turning into an Arab nation. He says to me, "No, Gail, you've just got a bit of Qatar." Oh, look, at Doris in the back row. We've lost her.
Groan factor?
It's how I measure the success of a show I've put on at Beyond the Pale.
Okay.
I mean, when you're 150 grand in the red, you don't measure it at the box office. Know what I'm saying? I'm not a total drongo. Look, groan factor is a special thing, completely unique to gay theatre. I put on a show, right? Something like Carry On Up the Crotch, or Mrs. Backfire, or The Gusset of Sister George, or... Hey, did you hear about my last big run?
No.
When I was in New York, about 15 years or so ago, I saw this poignant family comedy. I thought, that's just what Beyond the Pale needs. A play full of tender moments. But gay, of course.
What was it called? I wonder if I saw it. My husband is always taking me to New York. I got a selfie with Michael Shenfield, the critic, outside the Broadway Theatre. Strange he had time. He must have been between blogs.
Anyway, as I was saying, it was this play called August in Osage County. I remember thinking, that could be so... gay.
So you optioned the rights and put it on here?
No, of course not. Rights are for dingoes. I sat down in this very office and wrote the gay version myself. The Beyond the Pale version. July in Sausage County. The groan factor was through the roof, mate.
So how exactly does this groan factor work?
Now, I put on a show, and then it's like the elders of gay theatre just, like Book of Mormon. They just flock here in droves.
How do you know who they are when they walk in?
They usually sit on the back row. usually wearing pattern knitwear, and the clincher is there's generally crumbs from at least 3 types of biscuit in their beards. You might think I'm laughing at them, that I'm taking the urine. I'm not. I need them. They're my bread and butter, mate. When I did Prince Albert's Private Passion, that was gay Victorian melodrama, I knew I had a hit when the groan went up from the back row. From then, it flew.
Oh, yes, when the boys took their shirts and breeches off.
Don't you find it all rather exploitative?
Exploitative? Of course not. I'm no drongo, mate. They're white men, and it doesn't count if they're white cis men.
It's true though, Bruce. Most of the theatre I've seen here has only been white boys.
Well, hark at Dame Moosey here. And anyway, Peter Slobolov did the whole female nudity thing in North London in the noughties, so that's already taken.
And all he got was the Dirty Mac Brigade watching his shows. No one could pretend that was art.
Yeah, like I've said to Andre here a bucket of times, what sells is...
She had the brass neck to say to me, "You calling me fat? You calling me fat?" I said to her, "Ducky, either you're fat or this room is an all of mirrors."
I love that bit.
What sells is?
Sorry, lost you there, Rod. Can I call you Rod?
I suppose.
Do you have anyone in mind for the cast besides you?
I'm on stage on my Roland JXZV 48692.
I do have a straight man for some of my sketches.
There's no way he's coming here then, mate. My punters will never wear that.
No. Straight as in comedy. A comedic foil?
Turkey bako foil, mate.
No, Bruce. The comedic foil is a centuries-old tradition in the heritage of comedy.
More pommy stuff then.
I think you might know him. Adam McCourt.
I know the pom. He was in a play I produced about gay men and religion.
Did you produce Bear?
No way. I love that show. It's so...
No, pair of drongos. It was called The Road to Calvary.
Oh, okay.
Though, once the reviewers saw Adam, they called it The Road to Calvary. And it kind of stuck. So, I changed the title. We hung it up outside and everything. Still, any publicity is good publicity, no?
Well...
I mean, Sophie Hawkes from A Millennial Theatre said, Adam McCourt takes the lead in The Road to Calvary, mainly because no one could get past him on the way to the Carvery. Oh, poor Adam. He was rather witty, and these millennials do like to star in their own reviews. So, are you hoping to take this show across the pond as well?
Oh, New York, you mean? 7 West 7, the scene of my last triumph in the home of the musical theatre, the Big Apple.
Yeah, 'cause if you did, I hope you'll say on your publicity it started at Beyond the Pale.
Mm-hmm. So far, we've got a US engagement at the Candlelight Club.
Is that another musical theatre bar in New York, then?
No, it's a bar and grill in Dead Fly, Arizona.
Big in Japan, then, Rod. What about songs? Are they all pop bangers from your era?
What do you mean, my era?
No, they're all going to be original songs. I'm writing them.
Yeah, I'll bet they'll be just bonza.
They're light, frothy whips, which accent points in my journey from drama school promise and fecundity in the early 1990s to present-day ripeness and maturity.
What do they sound like, then?
Oh, I haven't finished writing them yet. I'm waiting for my mentor, Aristotle Blancmange, to fly back from Seoul. You know, he's just had a show on in a theatre over there. I wish they could see I'm chocolate.
I did not. A lucky slaphead. I bet he's rolling in cabbage.
I think he's earning quite well, though it's only a 50-seat theatre with a cast of 3 and a piano.
You go all the way round the world to find the same thing. You know, he started his career writing songs for me in the early days.
All the best did. Do.
Can I hear any of these songs today, then? I always say you sell a musical on its songs.
A no-brainer.
Well, I guess I could sing you a bit of the opening number. I mean, there'd be no keyboard accompaniment.
Do you see any pianos in here, Andre?
No, and I didn't even bring my Roland JXZV 48692. Jerry Brogan's got it for the show we're doing together at her theatre. It is rather essential to bringing off the full effect of my songs.
Just sing me a bit on your own.
I couldn't.
Oh, how about the first song you wrote? The one you said was a musical theatre portrait of me.
No, I couldn't. Not without a piano or my Roland JXZ 48692.
Oh, go on, Andre, please.
No, I really cannot.
Just sing it, you pommy dingo.
Oh, all right then. Just because I've got a big hairy chest, nobody notices my beautiful soul. They see me perform and give my best, but inside I'm a square peg in a round hole.
Oh, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Such a rare talent.
Very Aristotle blancmange. Is there anything a bit more... muscly? You know. Chicago, Illinois is full of corn-fed boys. Program says that the gays go on for days and days.
Not really.
It's Andre's songs with a touch of... clang, clang, clang went the trolley. You see, my show doesn't really call for big dance numbers. Assorted Crackers, well, and A Taste of Fruit, actually, are all about telling stories from my life and singing songs.
And you can't dance?
Well, I'm more of a raconteur.
I'll be honest with you, Rod. I know you're a semi-name in the musical theatre scene in London, but I'm just not sure how my punters will take to you. Beyond the Pale just isn't Judy Garland. It's more bumping and grinding to a drag artiste singing the back catalogue of Marlene Dietrich.
Oh, you can't say no, Bruce.
I'm not saying no, you dingo. I'm saying throw in a bit of falling in love again, never wanted to. And we've got a box office split.
I think I could manage that, yes. Petrus Betamax from that TV program All Together Now managed to sing Nobody Does It Like Me wearing a Carmen Miranda fruit bowl as a fascinator.
And throw in a couple of numbers for the ice cream waffles and you got a deal.
The ice cream waffles?
Yeah, they're a trio of larger ladies who sing close harmony. They were once featured on A Life on the Ocean Wave, that Channel 4 series about cruise ships. Did you catch it?
No, I didn't. I must have been out.
Ask Adam McCord about them.
I'll be sure to.
Then I think we're about done then, Rod. Been nice seeing you again.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's nice seeing you again, Bruce.
Likewise.
And you'll email me the contract?
And the box office split. 80-20 in my favour. G'day.
This was an Evcol Entertainment Clockwork Digital Studios original production. A part of the On Another Wavelength audio anthology series. Featuring the voice talents of Will Harrison-Wallace, Mitch Howell, and Mark Stewart. Written by Richard Bates. Directed and produced by Simon James Collier. Series created and co-produced by Adam Dechanel. Soundscape design by Archie Lyon-Maris.